All right, let's start with number 6 on the homework assignment. And I'd recommend that you pause the video and try to do number 6 on your own. 10 is a little weirder, but 6 you can definitely do. Let's rewrite it first. This is the antiderivative of x to the 1/2 power plus e to the x minus 1/4 x to the negative third power. This is the most important step of the whole problem, rewriting it. Okay? So remember, x is in the denominator here, so x has a negative exponent, x to the negative third. 4 has nothing to do with that. This is really just 1/4 times 1 over x cubed. That's what this fraction really is. So the x cubed becomes x to the negative third, and the 1/4 is just a 1/4, just a constant. So watch out for that. And now we use the power rule. Add an exponent, divide by the exponent. Dividing by 3/2 is the same as multiplying by 2/3. Antiderivative of e to the x is itself using our formula. And then again, the power rule. Add an exponent, divide by that exponent. And then we have plus c. So again, this is 2/3 x to the 3/2 plus e to the x. What is this last one? We have a negative and a negative. These go positive. And this turns out to 1 over 8x squared. And that's our answer. And again, to kind of unpack this part a little bit, this is 1/4 x to the negative 2 divided by 2. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. So that's 1/8 x to the negative 2. And now we just essentially do this idea again, but backwards. 1/8 times 1 over x squared. And that's where this 1 over 8x squared came from. 10 is a little trickier. And again, one last comment on number 6 is we could take the derivative of this, and if we took the derivative of this function, we would get our original function. That's how you can check your answer for indefinite integrals. 10 is weird because we don't have a quotient rule for anything here. So you're going to have to remember your algebra properties. The integral of t to the 5th minus t squared over t, we have to simplify the inside first. And the way that works is if we have subtraction on the bottom, we're stuck. We can't do anything. But subtraction on the top, we can simplify. A couple ways of doing this, probably the best way of doing this is to factor. You get t to the 4th minus t when you factor. And the t's cancel out. So we actually won't have a fraction at all. We just need to integrate t to the 4th minus t to the 1st power. You don't have to write this one, but it can help. Add an exponent, divide by the exponent. Add an exponent, divide by the exponent. Add a constant. There we are. I don't really like looking at fractions this way. So I usually rewrite my answer as 1/5 t to the 5th minus 1/2 t squared plus c. This is what I prefer. They're both right. I just think the second thing looks easier. Lastly, let's look at number 20. Because again, this is a very careful one. To take the derivative of this, we'd need the chain rule. We don't have an antiderivative chain rule yet. We actually will next section. But anyway, we don't have that yet. This area will be the integral from 0 to 3 of x minus 2 squared. That's, definite integrals area under the curve. But we cannot take the antiderivative of this yet because we would need some kind of chain rule thing. So again, just like the last problem, we do it by simplifying the inside first. What is x minus 2 squared? That's x minus 2 times x minus 2. We can FOIL. First, outer, inner, last. And you'll get this function. So that's what the inside simplifies to. And now we just use the power rule. And we're good. So this will be some antiderivative evaluated between 0 and 3. X cubed over 3 minus 4x squared over 2 plus 4x. A little tedious here. When you plug in 3, you get 3 cubed over 3 minus, oh, this simplifies to 2 times 3 squared plus 4 times 3. And then you plug in a bunch of zeros. 0 cubed is 0, minus 0 squared is 0, plus 4 times 0. Okay, good. All of these are 0. So this becomes 9 minus 18 plus 12. This area should be 3. Let's check our answer with Desmos. Integral. No, I do not want developer tools. Integral from 0 to 3 of whatever function I said, x minus t squared. Got it. That's it for this homework video. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the other homework problems, and best of luck. Bye-bye.